Hey everybody, welcome back around to the Blog and Grill. I am your host, Doug, here with your video blog for February 22nd, 2014, a Saturday edition of the blog, which could become a frequent thing with some scheduling stuff going on. So we could be back here Saturday mornings quite a bit. We got some NASCAR. We're going to talk Daytona 500. We'll talk some college hoops. We'll do a little college hoops preview. But first off, I want to get to the NFL Scouting Combine. This weekend, Lucas Oil Stadium in Indy. The big news yesterday was the big-time quarterback measurements that came out for the three top quarterback prospects. I'm going to give you my take on those quickly. Blake Bortles really showed that he is the prototypical quarterback for you. 6'4", 228, good pocket passer. So he has the size and the arm to really get it done. The only question with him is if he can make the intermediate throws. We know he can make the deep ball throws for sure. The next guy to look at, Teddy Bridgewater, kind of surprising what he came in at. 6'2", 6'2 and a half is what he came in at. And he came in, that wasn't surprising his height, but his weight in at 220. This is a guy who was about right around 200, 205, maybe sometimes down to 195. So it's going to be interesting to see now how, if he has this build, if he can somehow be able to still run the 40-yard dash. So we'll see what he can do. Run in the 40, see if he still has the speed he had before. The final guy to talk about is Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel came in at 5'11 and 3/4, 200 pounds, so undersized for sure. Under 6 feet was the big talk about him yesterday. But still, the guy can make all the throws. He's quick in the pocket. He can run the 40. We'll see what he does in the 40. He could have a very quick 40 time. So we'll see what happens, but that was the big story yesterday. And going down the stretch, really the three guys to watch in this combine for me are going to be, first off, A.J. McCarron. I think A.J. McCarron's going to show his veteran leadership. He's going to throw at the combine on Sunday, which very few quarterbacks do. Trey Mason, I want to see his speed. I think this guy could set a record for the 40-yard dash. He's got great speed. We'll see if he does any kick returns or anything as well. And Michael Sam, the openly gay NFL prospect. It'll be interesting to see how he handles the media, how that affects his on-the-field drills, and if he can show that he can be a defensive end, or if he's going to have to convert to linebacker, which I think he will. All right, the rest of the weekend today, I was watching a little bit of it, some offensive line, 40-yard dashes. The offensive lines and the tight ends will be on the field today. Tomorrow, we'll see the offensive skill guys, the quarterbacks, wide receivers, and running backs will be on the field. Monday, we'll get to the defensive side of the ball. We'll see the defensive linemen and linebackers on the field. And Tuesday, we'll have the defensive backs on the field. So that's who we'll see this weekend and going through the beginning of next week at the Combine. With any big news from the Combine, we'll bring it to you as well. College hoops this weekend. Pretty good week of college hoops to watch this weekend. I'm going to pick some of the big games. The first big game is going to be at noon. Louisville, number 11 at 22-4, taking on number 7 Cincinnati. Cincinnati's in right now at 24-3. And this is going to highlight my player to watch here. I think Cincinnati will win this game. Louisville's the 4-point favorite. I'm taking Sean Kilpatrick this week as my player to watch. The guy's been averaging 20 points per game. He's been playing well, doing a lot of good stuff. So Sean Kilpatrick is my player to watch for the weekend. Wisconsin, Iowa, that game will be on later. Wisconsin, very good road team going on the road to Iowa. I think Wisconsin will get this one done. Veteran leaders will take over, and Wisconsin will take down Iowa. Later on, Texas, Kansas, a rematch of a game that Texas dominated earlier in the year. I'm going to take Kansas in this one. I think Kansas is too good at home, and Andrew Wiggins is really playing well right now, for sure. So I'm taking Kansas in that one. My upset alert, I'm going Ole Miss over Florida. Ole Miss really gave Kentucky a run the other night. Marshall Henderson now averaging 19 and a half a game. He's playing really strong right now. They're playing good at home. They got Florida at home. I think they will upset Florida today at home. And then the big game tonight, number 1 Syracuse, number 5 Duke. Duke 21-6, Syracuse 25-1. Duke surprisingly a 5.5-point favorite at home. I think Syracuse will find a way to get their offense going again. Last time we remember C.J. Fair and Jeremy Grant could not be stopped by Duke. I think we'll see that again. Duke's not shooting the ball as well going into this game, so that could be a positive for Syracuse. I think Syracuse will play well enough, and I think if Syracuse does win tonight, they should still stay number 1. They have one loss. If they beat a good Duke team tonight, a very good Duke team tonight, I think they should stay at number 1, especially if Florida goes down, because Wichita State, I cannot buy into them as the number 1 team in the country right now. It's tough to say, but I'm taking Syracuse tonight by 4 in Duke, and Syracuse is going to get another good win. This game could be a little bit lower scoring than the last one. I think Syracuse's defense is really going to have to step up, and that's going to be the way that Syracuse wins for sure tonight. So I'm taking Syracuse tonight in that one. All right, Daytona 500 will be tomorrow, run at 1 o'clock on Fox. It's going to be a great race. The big thing I wanted to talk about was the rookie impact. A lot of rookies getting in the field. Kyle Larson, Parker Kligerman, Austin Dillon. There's a lot of rookies, so it's going to be interesting to see how these young guys run with these veterans and what we see happen, okay? I think the difference maker in this race is what line runs good from the practices I've watched, from the duels I've watched. Really, it's whatever line can get organized, and we've seen the top line be fast early. We're going to see some single file racing too at points, but if the bottom line can get organized, it can be just as fast as the top line. So really, both lines are fast. There's going to be a big wreck, and if it is, it's going to be in the tri-oval. There's been cars all over the place through there all week. But ultimately, I'm picking Dale Jr. as my winner for the Daytona 500. I think he will come out, race well, so I'm taking Dale Jr. in the 500 to win. Okay? So I'll be back on Tuesday with a wrap-up of the weekend for you. We'll talk some more Yankees as we go back to spring training with the Yankees next week. And we'll start getting ready for baseball and March Madness. So stay tuned for that, and we'll also talk some NBA as well. Thanks for tuning in to the Blog and Grill. Follow me on Twitter, YankeeBaller415. That's YankeeBaller415. Comment, question, leave me a question on my page. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in to the Blog and Grill. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you back here on Tuesday.